Nirmala ji, thank you so much for talking to PTI. It's your first interview on video for PTI, so we are very appreciative. Congratulations on this budget. Firstly, because it's your 8th straight budget, no other finance minister has done that. And secondly, it's been received very well by the people. It's been called a people's budget, almost a revolutionary budget.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing your feedback.
I'm just intrigued. Like I said, it's a revolutionary budget. At no point in history has the tax burden has been reduced so much in one fell swoop. What was going on in your minds, the policymakers? What was the inflection point where you said, this is necessary, this is what we need to do?
Well, there are a couple of things which have been in the works for some time. One is the thought that the direct tax should be made simple and that it should be easy for compliance. And the tome that goes in the name of direct taxation or Income Tax Act will have to be a lot more simpler. So that work, as I announced in the July 24 budget, within 6 months we were getting ourselves ready to get that income tax, the new act, ready. So in the process, although the emphasis was more towards simplifying the language, reduce the compliance burden, and also to make it a bit more user-friendly, and not let it be suffering due to various interpretations, which also was sought to be termed as rent-seeking tools. So we were essentially working on that. Mm-hmm. At that time, as I specified in the July budget, it wasn't talking about rate restructuring. Although, for several years now, we've been looking at the ways in which the rates can be a lot more reasonably taxpayer friendly. And therefore, that work was also going on. Equally, after July budget, there was this voice of the middle class, which felt that they were ending up paying the tax, never mind. They were absolutely proud and happy to be taxpayers of this country, but also felt they don't seem to have much coming in the way of redressing their problems. And there was also this feeling that the government was very inclusive in taking care of the very poor, the poor, also focusing on vulnerable sections and so on. So the voice which came wherever I traveled was, we are proud taxpayers, we are honest taxpayers, we want to be continuing to serve the country by being good taxpayers, but would you think about what are the kind of things you can do for us? And so I had this discussion also with the Honorable Prime Minister, who put me on the specific assignment of see what is it that you can come up with. And therefore, we did a bit of within the ministry work and briefed the PM on what is it that is before us. And guided by him, we've come up with this.
Was he on board immediately as soon as you went with this proposal? Because it is a lot of financial burden for you.
There were various different aspects to getting this proposal. So, with the Income Tax New Act coming as a bill first to the Parliament, right, this was also in time for us to take a call on it and not wait also for the new bill to come, because intention of the bill, as was stated in the July budget, was not to talk about the rates. That was essentially a finance bill matter. Sure.